What's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope you all are doing well. Demetrius, what's up? Steve, what's up, my brother? Good to see you. Demetrius, hope you're doing well, my friend. Cody, what's up, bro? How's work, man? Are y'all winding down? Good to see you all. Darla, good evening. Hope you're doing well. Darla, I hope your recovery's going good. Been thinking about you a lot. Hope everything's going well there. Yes, I do have my Cardinals jersey on tonight. Jason, what's up, my brother? Good to see you. Hope everyone's doing fantastic. I'm going to give it a few minutes. Half mass out of sheer excitement. Corey, you drinking anything tonight, bro? What you doing? Pops, what's up? Happy hour. Darla, great to hear. Let us know if you need anything, please. Hugh, good evening. Hope you're doing well. Joseph, what's up, my brother? Oh, trust me, I'm feeling 100% better than what I was a couple weeks ago. Jameson and Pepsi, nice. I'm drinking a little local brewery here in Iowa, Des Moines. But I have my Buffalo Trace stuff on display for our happy hour. This one's going to be cracked open when we're a billion-dollar company. If you all know anything about Elmer T. Lee, then you know this is worth $1 billion right there. Little Blanton's in the background. Justin, what's up, bro? How's school going, man? Ran out of Pendleton. Dude, sorry to hear that, bro. Pendleton's delicious. Randy, hello, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Little algebra. Full disclosure, my wife did my algebra class when I was in college because for some reason I wasn't good at math, and she helped me graduate college by doing my math. So I feel your pain, Justin, for sure. Kyle, what's up, bro? Good to see you, man. It's all good. Glad you're back. Going to give it a few minutes, guys, probably till 7:07, 7:08 my time to let everybody get in here. Hope you can hear me all right. Ed, what's up, bro? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I did wear my Cardinals jersey tonight. My wife and I and children are diehard Cardinals fans. My wife's from St. Louis. So after that incredible run, I had to support him tonight. What am I smoking on? Well, I just got done with a cigar, an Island Jim, but just drinking some beer right now. Sean, what are you smoking on is the question that I'd like to hear. Joseph, I got some Captain Apple and ginger beer. Right on, yes. Ed, what happened, bro? How'd you get a hole in your finger? Oh, man, that's crazy. Well, I hope you're doing better. All right, guys, we'll give it like one more minute, then we're going to dive in. White Buffalo. Ooh, I like the sound of that. Hope you're doing well, guys and gals. We got a lot to talk about tonight. My goodness. It's been busy since Benzinga. It's been absolutely insane. And we're going to dive into that. Joseph, that's what I'm saying. So I'm trying out a new setup tonight. I got a camera here, my computer here, and I'm going to have to create a video of the app because had some technical difficulties. I'm not able to share my app live on here for some reason. Technology is failing us. But I'll show you a couple screens on here, but then I'll send a video for after so you guys can see the full thing. the full app. So it's currently loaded at my nice. I'm good. The wood slipped from the drill and pulled my finger. Kind of blacked out. Oh man. Ed, I'll take a picture. My wife is a ER nurse, so I know she would 100% love to see that picture. So, yeah, send the picture for sure, and we'll take a look at it. You know what, Chad? It does fail when you need it. And Chad, you're a technologist, aren't you? So you understand the pains of technology. But I'm glad you can make it tonight, Chad. Good to see you, man. All right, everybody, let's get started. We got some more people coming in from all the places we're streaming on, but it's time to get started. Okay, so it's been crazy the last couple of weeks, which is good for us, and it's only going to get more insane the longer we go here. But since Benzinga, we've had a ton of traction. A lot of people join the wait list, a lot more renewed excitement, and I'm super excited to share that with you guys. Okay, we're going to give a few more minutes. A lot more people are coming in here. Smoking Black and Milds. Joseph, fantastic choice. The poor man's cigarillo. No, sir. If you're getting pleasure out of your Black and Mild, then we're good to go. Let's see, Corey. Wrecked my right ankle last Friday. Stepped off my work truck. Oh, dude, man. Sorry to hear that, Corey. Well, the alcohol should help with that for sure. Chad driving back, but don't tell anybody. Chad, your secret's safe with me, brother, for sure. Okay, so let's get started. A lot of progress over the last couple of weeks. I think we all talked about 10 days ago. So let me go ahead and get you caught up on all the progress we made. The app is about done, and so we had some bugs in this last sprint. And so basically, what our engineering team does is they do a 2-week sprint for getting all the code, all the cleaning up of the code, getting the APIs integrated. Chad knows this well for sure. And then at the end of that sprint, we look at all the technical debt that's been acquired. And so then the engineering team has to go back. Technical debt has to be cleaned up. And then that usually resolves the bugs that we found in that sprint. We are still on track for launching October 19th, the beta, and or the limited live. So about 35 people can join in on the limited live. That's a 2-week process, and then we can roll everything out to everybody else. So we're still on incredible track with getting the app done, but a lot more progress has been made from our roadmap. And so I want to talk about the roadmap just for a moment. We are partnering with a company called Galileo. Galileo is a neobank technology provider, meaning that we can offer checking accounts, savings accounts, debit cards, eventually credit cards, personal loans, car loans, anything that you can think of from a banking perspective. Galileo is our partner for that. And so within the next 6 to 8 to 12 weeks, we're going to be rolling out a savings account. It's not really a savings account. It's called a depository account, which means it's more of a checking account without a debit card. But it's an interest-bearing account that will be built in right into the app. And we're shooting for a 1% interest rate on that, which is double the industry standard. So Galileo is a fantastic partner for us. And it's melding banking and real trading into one application. And as you guys know, that doesn't really exist in the market today. We are trying to create a super app where you can trade, bank, manage your portfolios, your HSAs, your RAs, 401ks, trade crypto, invest into alternative assets like real estate, startup companies like WeFunder, but we will do it a lot better. All within one app. And so getting the banking component is a major priority for us to be able to reach that goal. So we're going to be able to offer about a 1% interest rate, depends on the Fed rate. As the Fed obviously increases the rate, we'll be able to do that. Oh, Robert, we'll get to Sheeb in a second for sure. But that partnership is being solidified. I actually got the contract back about 2 hours ago. So having the legal team review that, but we'll be able to roll out a bank, fingers crossed, a savings checking account by the end of the year. And so it's one step closer to getting Stonks money, Stonks trading, and Stonks portfolio management within one application. So that is fantastic. It's a lot of work, a lot more engineering hours, a lot more engineering dollars, but it's creating the super app that we all want for us to be able to control our own financial platform as owners of the company, but then also force our way to the table at Wall Street. So a lot of cool stuff there. Let's talk about the round that we're going to be opening up here in a few weeks. So legal is creating the documents right now for us to be able to raise another round, but we're not going to go through any platform. So the share drop will be done. Brian, Dr. B, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. So the share drop is the vehicle in which we will get everybody their free shares. And so that's going to be done by Republic. That's completely separate than raising a round. And so, so Republic will handle the share drop for us. And then we're going to raise another round. However, we're just going to be able to run that internally. And so our lawyers are drafting up the documents so that it can be all automated online. You can purchase however many shares you want. And so to kind of let you guys know, Shane, what's up, brother? Feed died. Okay, let's pause for a second before we talk about the round. Did I die everywhere else, or Ed, are you the only one that had the feed died? Can you guys hear me okay? Shane, good to see you, brother. Feed's fine. Okay, cool. So unlike WeFunder, we're just going to open up a round where everybody can buy shares directly from the company. And so we have to get a subscription agreement in place, which the lawyer's working on that this week. And then, oh, cool. Ed, you're back. Right on. So lawyers finishing that up this week, and we're going to file Reg D with the SEC, which allows us to be able to raise money. And then we'll get that out on the website. And then, of course, we'll push it out to everybody that wants to invest into more shares. The awesome thing, and this is great for everybody that got in early. Randy, you and I will talk on a separate note, because I know you had some problems with WeFunder. So I want to get you in on the investment the terms that WeFunder offered. But we're going to raise around $2.50 a share. So because of our growth in the last 3 months, our valuation has increased. So everybody that got in at $1, our dollar valuation, $10 million valuation, that's actually increased. Our valuation has increased because of the growth that we've had over the last couple months. And so we will raise at about $2.50 a share here in about a week or two. And so anybody that wants, WeFunder does blow, which is why we're just doing it directly. So we're investing a little bit extra money for the lawyers to be able to draft up the mechanism, the vehicle for us to be able to invest directly into the shares. And we're just going to do it directly. So about $2.50 per share. So that's a $25 million valuation pre-launch, which is, if you guys have been around startups and tech companies, it's pretty incredible. So Sean asks, so is the initial $100 worth $250 now? Yes. So on our valuation, so if you guys got in at $1, our new valuation about $2.50 a share, those shares would be the notional value of those shares would be worth about $250, as Sean asks now. So that's going to be coming out here in about, I'm hoping 2 weeks. Lawyers said that they can get it back to us by Friday. Then we got to get it on the website, so it's just streamlined. And so I'm hoping by our next Monday or Tuesday AMA 2 weeks from now, that we'll be able to have that raise up and going, and everybody can acquire the shares that they want in Stonks. We will have a limited release of those purchasable shares. Probably 500 to 750,000 shares we'll have for purchase. And so we already have about 400,000 committed. And so that's going to go fast. So if you want to reserve some shares, just let me know, and I can allocate those to everybody. But yeah, so we're going to be raising that here pretty quickly for sure. How did someone get $1 per share? So Joe, if you would have invested, or if you invested into the WeFunder round, the valuation of the company when we raised about 3 months ago now was 10 million, and so that would be, we have 10 million shares, so it would have been $1 per share. Now our wait list and our user base has grown significantly by about a third, and so that would have pushed the valuation of the company to about 25 million now, and so that's essentially how people would have gotten that $1. How do I know how many shares we got earlier? Josh, shoot me a text. I'll clarify that for you. But if you would have purchased shares anytime before this moment, when we raised the next round, then it would have been at $1 per share. Well, sorry for that cough, but I'm still recovering from my bout with COVID. So, yeah. So if you would have invested before this round, then you would have got at $1 per share, essentially. Yeah, Corey, we got about 400K committed already, which is pretty insane. But people are like, as we all know, this project is picking up steam. However, the people that we've secured that funding from is from the crowd. It's not, or secured the commitment from, it's from the crowd. Like, again, no VCs, no banks, no institutional investors. Did you say when WeFunder shares will be allocated? So, Dr. B, WeFunder is a convertible note, and so those shares will be allocated when we convert the note, and that'll happen. So it's a 2-year note, and so from now until 2 years from now, that note will convert into shares. So if you're in the WeFunder round, you're under an SPV, which is special purpose vehicle. That SPV is houses a convertible note within there. And then, so when the company converts the note is when the shares will be allocated, essentially. So it's the convertible note is debt that converts into equity, is the best way I can explain it, I guess. Randy, I sure will. Yeah, I know your situation, Randy. So we'll make sure you can get into that WeFunder round, because WeFunder messed up Randy's allocation there. So we'll make sure we do right by that for sure. All right. Any questions around the bank and the raise that we're about to launch? We'll pause it there. I'll show you guys some screens. Okay, I bought into still waiting for confirmation on 20 shares. That's not much, but still need proof. Brian, shoot me a text separately, but I believe I have the document that you signed. So everybody that invested before WeFunder received a contract for the shares. So if you sign that contract, then you're on our cap table. And Brian, I am about 99.9% sure I have that contract for sure. Cody, no home loans yet. That will be an iteration of the bank component that we offer. But right now, it's just going to be a savings account, depository fund, checking account, savings account, debit cards, credit cards, personal loans. Is going to be the first rollout of that. Also, we just got on the wait list for offering crypto trading through Alpaca as well. So crypto should roll out in Q1 for all of us on the platform. Yeah, so we're on the wait list there. So that's coming pretty quickly as well. What about the free ones from the very beginning? Sean, the free ones are automatically going to be at the dollar value. And those are going to be allocated through Republic. And so I have a call with the investment committee at Republic tomorrow at 2:00 to solidify the share drop. And then the share drop is the vehicle in which we will allocate everybody's free shares. Oh, so, okay, let's pause. Let's talk about crypto for a second. Did anybody buy the dip? I know about a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago now, we sent an alert when crypto hit 40K to our ambassadors. But did anybody buy Doge or Bitcoin or ETH during this last pullback? The investment I made before WeFunder. I have documentation of the shares I bought. Okay, Joseph. Yeah, if you have documentation, those shares are yours for sure. The 5 shares will be allocated through Republic. The 5 free shares will be allocated through Republic. Sheba, Cameron, which we're going to get him back on next week. He's out of town this week. He made 57% on Sheba, and I forgot the other one, but he sent me a screenshot. He made quite a bit of gains on those 2 positions. I always buy the dip. That's my secret. That's right. Dollar cost averaging, Brian. For sure. Okay. Okay. So no questions on the banking or the raise. I don't see any others. Doge. Yeah, I bought some more Doge this week too. It was a good buy for sure. Let's see. By the dip, I'm sitting on 2.26 billion Safe Moon. Shit's gonna rip here soon. Corey, when Safe Moon gets to $1, don't forget about me, bro. Straight up. Or 50 cents even. 50 cents to be a billionaire. Love it. Okay, guys. So when is the beta? Okay, Shane, the beta release for OGs. Okay, so here's how the beta works. There's going to be 2 versions of beta. There's going to be the limited live, which we can't get around the limited live. This is a requirement by the SEC. So the limited live is for 35 people. I have a list. I think 22 of you have committed to be in the limited live. I'll send out a list of people on the limited live, but shoot me a text if you want to be in the 35 people for the very first rollout. Because I'm making that list. That's all we can offer is 35. Once we can show that the trade's clear and the statements are populated, then we can completely release it to the public. And so limited live is October 19th, as the engineers are telling me that the app will be completely ready. Then we have 2 weeks after that limited live to show that we can populate the necessary documentation, and then it's ready to go for everybody. Oh, send me your number. Okay. Joe, my number, which is here. So I have the community app. So everybody here goes into the community app. Chad, that's going to answer your question from earlier. My wife, my phone doesn't blow up all the time. It goes in this community app, which is awesome. Dr. B, I got you, bro. Don't worry. Okay, Joe, my number is 515-585-3737. I'll also put it in the chat. So that's my number. It goes into this community app, which you can see. Oh, there's quite a bit. There's Dr. B right there. And that comes directly to me. We have a community app. No. It's just called Community. The texting app is called Community. We are going to build a community in our platform, but that's gonna come. We text you to be part of app testing. If you just want to be in that first 35, just tell me you want to be in the first 35, and then I'll put you on the list. But that way I can put it on the spreadsheet after our call. Randy, just hold. Yep, just hold for sure. Okay, everybody. So I use a platform called Restream, and I thought I would be able to share my phone screen on here, but I cannot. And so I'm going to do the best I can to share the screen with you of the app, but I will create a video after our call, probably tomorrow morning, of our call, and actually show you the app. But I cannot screen share my phone with you, but I will show you. Here's the app. This is the trading screen. The portfolio hasn't been populated yet. That'll come this week. And then I'll scroll down to, I don't know, American Airlines, currently trading. Let's see if you can see that. I don't know if you can, but currently trading at 21.46 after hours. the different indicators, time, and bars or charts that we can do. So we can do bar graphs, we can do line graphs. So we'll go with bar, see the apply button, and boom, it's going to pop up. Now it's after hours, so this is going to be real time. The news for American Airlines pipes right in. So if you can see, this is so janky to show you guys this, but the graph stays on the screen as you scroll. So if you see, we're going to have fundamental data, news, and a few other indicators in here. But if you like what you see about American Airlines, you hit trade, buy or short. Options will be coming next year. You put in how many you want, just like a normal app. Review. It's going to tell you the price. And then swipe up to trade. If you guys watch my Benzinga interview, I talked about this a little bit. So when you swipe up, a rocket goes, the moon comes down, and explodes. So we are so close from being done, guys. I'll make a video of this tomorrow morning and send it out to the group. But the app is so slick. It flows really nice. Just the movements within the app, our UI and UX designers did a fantastic job. But we are close. I wish I could show you guys better from what I just saw or from what you just saw, but it's not quite possible with Restream. So great, thanks, Sean. Yes, it's coming, guys, and it also looks awesome just like on the main screen. So like you guys can see Stonks right here. You click on Stonks and it just opens right up. It's fantastic. James, what's up, bro? I haven't heard from you in like 4 days, so glad to see you. James, for everybody that doesn't know, he's the OG from Benzinga. So all this stuff coming from Benzinga is because of this boy right here. So it's glad to have James on the chat with us tonight for sure. Chad, hit me up later, bro. Thanks for joining. But if I didn't answer your questions, I'll shoot you a text with the answers to your questions. This is a fantastic question, Dr. B. Yeah, no worries. So I think this is geared from a customer acquisition standpoint. So Dr. B asked, any worries since Robinhood is a shit show and popularity is decreasing? So I know the news reports that you're referring to. One specifically is like 38% decrease in new user signups to Robinhood over the last quarter. No, there's no worry. Because of what we are offering within our app, banking, trading, crypto, money management. Here's some other news. The company's going to sit for its registered investment advisor status, which is about a 45 to 60 day process, which means we can also open Stonks money market accounts, Stonks ETFs and whatnot. So that's on the roadmap for the end of the year. And we are user owned. So we're giving shares away to our users. There's no real worry from an adoption standpoint since there's about 40 million retail traders currently active in the market. And so a lot of those folks, I feel like, will buy into our mission and our vision and what we're trying to do. So I don't see too much worry from a user acquisition standpoint. And again, if we get, even if we get 2-3 million users, we're still a multi-billion-dollar company at that point. So no real worry. Robinhood being a shit show is actually advantageous to our company because we have our ducks in a row. So so no real worry at this point, but I am watching the trend from the retail standpoint. Dr. B, hope that answered your question. Let's see. No, that's great for us. Vlad is in trouble. Vlad is in trouble, which is also good for us. So Vlad is a douche. Yes. We're just going to throw these comments up for a sec because I love it. And guys, we are trying to go outside of just competing with Robinhood. Our vision is not competing with Robinhood. It's a component of our vision, but that's not where it stops. We want to compete with Chime. We want to compete with Personal Capital. We want to compete with wealth management firms, all within one application. The first part of that is competing with Robinhood. But our roadmap and our vision goes so much further than just a trading app. And so that's where a lot of our insulation is going to come from as well. Do you think the 1 million wallet waitlist on Robinhood will all pull out and go to Stonks? Yeah, I mean, that's the plan. Again, because you have to think about everything that we're offering from the first ideation of our company and then where we're going on the roadmap. Now, will those 1 million people specifically pull from Robinhood? Maybe, maybe not. We'll probably have a blend of some people coming over from us, other people adopting Stonks and getting to the wallet. But you have to also think there's 15 million traders, 14 million traders on Robinhood. Those aren't necessarily new users to Robinhood. They're probably incumbents of the application themselves. And so the 1 million wait list, it's not very truthful in the sense like there's not a new 1 million users coming in. It's 1 million people that are probably on the platform already that want to join the wait list. So so we're going to definitely pull people from that wait list, but it's not new customers. And so they're not going to the market and taking new customers. And so I think that's an important distinction there for sure. Joseph, thanks so much, bro. Appreciate that. Making it like social media would be great too. Yeah, so a part of our roadmap, and this will probably come around Q2 of next year, we just hired a behavioral scientist, behavioral technology scientist that is going to help like with user adoption. And so the very first thing that he brought up is the social media component of the app. And so what we want to launch in Q2 of next year is like a Twitter meets Clubhouse meets Twitch. And so what I mean by that is there could be professional day traders on our platform that you could subscribe to and watch them day trade live within the platform, but then also have a Twitter component to where you can tweet out like your favorite stocks or I can't say tweet, but reshare like positions that you've seen within other traders on the platform. So there's quite a bit of things that we're mapping out with this UX behavioral scientist or behavioral technology scientist with how we implement that into the app. But yeah, the social media component within the application is going to be a massive differentiator for us moving forward for sure. Sam asked, what do you think about Zoom and DocuSign? Do you mean from like a positional standpoint? Like, should I buy? Do you want to buy the stock? So can you clarify what you mean by Zoom and DocuSign, please? Sounds great. Don't forget, we got to share memes. Yep, Eli. So we're going to, once we launch the beta, we're going to have a social media marketing manager that's going to be able to really uptake our social media presence for sure. Let's see. So Sam, yeah, so I think DocuSign is super strong for sure. And Zoom is strong. Now, I'm not going to, I haven't looked at the levels of both those companies in about a month or so. But if it's anything like it was a year ago, I would hold off. I feel like even now, like the ceiling is pretty close. However, Zoom is only going to become more popular. It's not going to decrease, right? So like moving forward, like people are going to do meetings on Zoom. Sales calls are going to happen on Zoom. You have to think like before 2018, 2019. So I was a salesperson like for my whole career. And so I would go in person, meet with the C-suite, try to get them to buy our software. And it was always done in person or, and then close the deal on the phone. And doing it online wasn't really a thing. Like doing a Zoom call wasn't really a thing. Now it is like C-suites and board members and salespeople and department heads. They all run their organization from Zoom. That's sticky now. Like that's not going to go away. Because people are going to be like, hey, do you want to travel to California from New York? And it's like, no, let's just do a Zoom call. So I don't think that's going to go away from a fundamental perspective, but the stock could dip or rise in the immediate future. But I feel like the company's fundamentals are strong for sure. But I'm not an investment advisor, so just take that into consideration. Did the Stonks tour get canceled? Did it get canceled? Got postponed? We need to evaluate what's going on with COVID with the different states, and then we'll resume for sure. Let's see. Oh, Cody, what's up, bro? Good to see you, man. It's been a while. Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. It would be cool if you could copy trade high-performing traders on the Stonks app when the social components comes to the app. Yeah, so actually, James and I had a good conversation around this, that we want to blend the social trading with the technical trading with the fundamental trading and execute it right in the app. And so this is on the roadmap for Q2 around how we can implement social, live streaming, real day traders that have live streams on our platform, and then we can execute alongside of them for sure. How do you feel about the expansion on the metaverse, and can virtual experience be added to Stonks? Brian, can you clarify what you mean by virtual experience? I want to dive into this, but I need clarity around the virtual experience. Sam, full transparency, I'm not buying, selling, or shorting DocuSign or Zoom at all. I'm not in the position. Without looking at the fundamentals and the technical data, again, I haven't looked at those two specific stocks in about a month or so. I don't feel comfortable giving a clear answer, but I know the companies are not going anywhere. And so if it's at its all-time high, I probably would reduce position. And this is just good investing, trading 101, right? Like if it's at all-time high, there's going to probably be resistance level. And so it'd be good to probably liquidate if you're in positive. It pulls back, maybe dollar cost average. But I would look at the charts and the historical data around where the support and resistance are for those two companies. So OTCs and foreign exchanges will be on our roadmap for next year. It's not going to be an immediate thing. So the OTCs are a little behind in technology, and so we need to figure out how we can plug that into the app. But foreign exchanges will be offered. We'll partner with like Oenada or something like that next year. But the OTCs are the tricky part, and so we're gonna have to figure that out. That's gonna be a technology haul for sure. But it is something we want to offer over the next year is OTC and Forex for sure. Sean, good to see you, brother. Have a good night. There's a silver lining. That's the silver lining in COVID. Yeah, for sure. All right, guys. So about time to wrap it up. But are there any other questions about our progress? Again, I'll send out a video tomorrow morning around what the app looks like, the functionality that we have so far, the integrations with Benzinga. But is there any other questions around the raise that we're doing, the partnerships that we have, specifically banking, and then our launch with the app? When do we work in the OnlyFans? And bring up OnlyFans next time we chat. Thinking of virtual viewing option of graphs and data and watch lists like a heads-up display, but more enhanced. Brian, let me think about that. When we talk this weekend on Sunday, I'll have a better answer for you. But this is a fantastic question. I'm actually going to screenshot this one. I haven't given too much thought around virtual viewing options. So let me get some thought about that this week. Talk with our engineers and see how we can implement something like that. But I think that would be an interesting implementation for us for sure. Any other questions? We'll give it 2 more minutes and then we'll wrap it up. What's everyone drinking tonight? When we first started, I asked, but there was only 10 people on the call. Now there's quite a bit more. Water, wine, beer, whiskey, bourbon, tequila. What's everyone enjoying for the night? And then we'll wrap it up. Side note, if you guys listen to my Benzinga interview, I said I was long Virgin Galactic, and then it popped like 25% like 3 days later. So hope you guys got in on that. But that was a good trade. I actually exited that trade when it popped the next day. Took my 30% gain and moved on. But yeah, hope you guys followed that. Old fashioned, my favorite. Gin and soda, delicious. Sweet tea, also fantastic. Sour monkey. Oh, Jason, that sounds delicious. Hot teas. Steven, fantastic choice. All right, everybody. That's all I got for tonight. Appreciate you guys spending happy hour with me on this Tuesday night. But if you need anything, shoot me a text. If you want to get on the wait list for the limited live, shoot me a text. And we'll keep on plugging away, and we'll have a happy hour on Sunday night to give you the progress for the week. But appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for being a part of this community and this movement. And we're going to the moon, baby. Until next time, peace out, everybody.